Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday night. Welcome. It's your girl, Ala Priscilla Vega, and coming to you on a Saturday night, not to sell jewelry, but just to chit chat. We've had an amazing day, and I want to tell you guys all about it. And I'm going to have my girl, Jackie, my papa sister in crime, good crime, that is, right? Join us so that we can talk about this. So give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I get this shared to everyone. And as you come in, please just say hello. Hey, Jackie, how are you guys? Come on in, say hello. Let's see. I want to share this with everyone. And we're going to just get started and we're going to talk. Let me see. I should have your. There we go. So Jackie's coming in. We're just coming in to hang out with you guys tonight. Jackie!
Hey,
How you doing, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm doing, girl. Don't make me blush. Don't make me blush. I'm so happy to see you tonight.
I'm happy to see you.
So, hey, Dawn, how are you guys? As you come and say hello, we are just chit chatting. Today was EMP. We're going to explain to you what that is for those of you who are not in the Papaverse. We're going to explain to you what EMP is, why we're so excited about it. We just ask as you come in and say hello to all of us. Please take a moment and share this live with your family and friends. Please make sure it's public. There's no jewelry tonight, just chit-chatting about paparazzi and the wonderful EMP experience that we had today. So if you haven't, I didn't share it to our team. So if you want to share it, Jackie, we could do that. Hey, Jay, how are you? As you come and say hello, let us know you're here. If you were attending EMP today, please go ahead and hashtag EMP 2021 so that we know that you were there. Hey, Chris, how you doing? But we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Jackie, first of all, I think I already said this, but you look amazing. Second of
Thank
all,
you.
okay, how was this was our first? Well, let's go backwards, okay? What is EMP, right? So we're talking EMP, and then anybody who's in paparazzi is fully aware of what it is. But let's tell people who are not in paparazzi what EMP is. You want to start, or you want me to start?
So, Empower Me Pink is an amazing event that we have as a consultant. And here we get to see the spring collection. We get training from the founders and the
Mm-hmm.
corporate staff. And it's just an amazing, like, refresh or restart to your business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's to kind of like put you in high gear for the spring.
yeah. Like we just come off of a busy season. We were in the midst of the holidays and we worked hard, Christmas, New Year's, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, everything. We really worked hard from November through January. And we have a little bit of a lull, that's some businesses do that. But at the same time, paparazzi takes this particular time of the year to do exactly what you said. It's a refresh. It's to re-energize us, to give us
Yes.
some training, some information, to get some time with our founders to learn as much as we can about the business, a little bit of motivation, and then
Absolutely.
the ultimate motivation being able to see all of the amazing jewelry that will be coming in spring. Okay.
Good.
Hi, everybody. As you come in, please say hello to us. Throw them up, throw them up. And please hashtag EMP 2021. Jackie and I had a phenomenal day today, along with a lot of our paparazzi brothers and sisters. And we got to attend our very first virtual Empower Me Pink session. So we are Empower Me Pink. We're going to refer to it as EMP because that's what we do. Um,
Right.
but man, was that cool. First of all, it was strange. It was exciting and it was strange at the same time
Right.
because we're so used to being together in person. When we do Empower Me Pink, it is actually a tour that the corporate team, corporate staff does.
Hmm.
and they go city to city. I think it's like 6 to 8 different cities, and
Right.
we all
Hmm.
go to the city that's closest to us. And then it's just such an electrifying experience to
Yes.
be in an arena with everyone, to be able to see, although we don't see it up close and personal, the jury, it's still closer than what we're seeing now on TV or on our screens. Um,
Right.
but we get to hear our founders talk to us in person, and we get to mingle with them, which is really cool. Our founders are not standoffish. They sit and they talk to us, and
Yes.
they know our names.
Right.
Where do you go? Like, a lot of us still work in corporate America, and a lot of us may have CEOs who have no clue what our names are, but we have
Hmm.
founders of the company who know exactly who we are. Um, you attended EMP last year. That was your first EMP experience, right?
I did, yes, and it was my first EMP experience, and it was amazing. Like, and it definitely was a restart to, just my business, to just my drive. Like, you always have your purpose, but to hear people, just talk about different experience and share different stories of how paparazzi has affected their lives and their families. And it's just very, you know, sometimes emotional because you can relate to it,
Yeah.
but it's an amazing experience. Amazing.
And we get to finally meet so many women and men that we converse with on a regular basis via technology that
Yes.
we have never met in person. Well, I don't know. That wasn't the first time you and I met, or was it? I can't remember.
No, it was actually the second time. We met the
Okay.
first time in New York. Yep.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
but anybody who knows us would think that we've known each other forever and a day. And that's
Right.
just because of the great relationships that we get to build um, in paparazzi working together.
Hmm.
So let's talk about EMP 2021. Um, what was some of the things that you um, really stood out for you with Empower Me Pink 2021?
Oh my goodness, it was so much. Like, um, especially when Trent did his training, that was one that really kind of
Mm-hmm.
like it hit me. Because that's exactly why I'm here. I'm here to change uh, the legacy for my children. I'm here
Yes.
to make sure that they don't know struggle like I know struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, a part of my story is when I came here that I was, depressed, and for
Mm-hmm.
a minute, I was taking medication and seeing a psychiatrist, and I wasn't telling anybody
Right.
because I was embarrassed about it.
I get
But
that.
what I've realized through my journey is that going through that, it didn't make me weak. It's nothing
Mm-hmm.
to be embarrassed about, but it actually made me a resource. So now I'm a resource to anybody who's going through that situation. I'm a resource to anybody who was terminated from their job or furloughed and they don't know what to do. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
resource for that person. I'm a resource for someone who maybe not be confident in their self or believe in their self. I'm a resource for that because I've done, through the with the help of everybody that I'm connected to, been able to really take a look at myself and fix it. Like really be the best version of myself.
Absolutely. And that is so, I'm glad that you said it, because like you said, there's so many people who you are now a resource for, people who are going through or have gone through the same thing, and can now see that it doesn't have to be the end. It can
Right.
be a stepping stone to more. It can be a stepping stone to better. And
Hmm.
that's what we need for people to see, whether it's paparazzi or not, just in life. You just this just sorry, forgot the volume. Forgive me while I try to figure out this phone. My bad. Give me 1 second. I can do this. All right. I thought I had turned all the notifications off. Okay, I think we're good
Are
now.
we coming through clear? Okay, though. Okay.
So hopefully we are. I welcome everyone who is here. We appreciate you being here. Please say hello as you come in. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Stephanie. How are you? Hey, Star. Hey, Dominique. Hey, Anne Marie. We appreciate all of you being here. We are simply talking to you guys about our great experience today with Empower Me Pink 2021. As you come and say hello, and please, as you do, hashtag EMP 2021 for us, right? So I would say that I love listening to everyone, right? Trent does have a special place in our heart. You know,
Hmm.
he's that person who just like, even if you weren't feeling anything before, by the time Trent gets through with you, you'd be like, damn, why
Yes.
you do that,
And like,
son?
yes, exactly. Like, definitely put you in a different mindset and a different perspective because everybody is here for a different reason. But
Absolutely.
there's no way that you could have heard that training and not been motivated and
Mm-hmm.
found a new purpose if that wasn't your purpose before.
Yeah,
If you were here as a hobby and you heard that, that's something that immediately put a battery in your back to get you to where you need to be. And of course, self motivation is going to be, the best motivation. Not everything
absolutely.
moves everybody, but it's impossible
Mm-hmm.
not to be moved by that.
And today, one of the things that I learned, and I've known this, but it's always good to hear it, is that everybody moves at their own pace, right?
Hmm.
So don't you're not in a race with anybody else for, growing a team, building a business, whatever it may be. It's You're not last, you're finishing when you finish, right?
Right.
And that's your time. um
Hmm.
Trent said that we're all champions, right? You're a
Yes.
champion at any age, and sometimes we tend to think that we're too old for certain things, and we're
Hmm.
not. We can be a
Right.
champion at any age. Don't worry about your age. Don't worry about anything. All you need to do is make a decision to do something, commit to it, and then put in the work behind it. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people we think are overnight successes because one minute you don't see anything, the next minute they're way up here. But doesn't mean
Right.
that they're overnight success. It means that success hit their success, whatever that is, hit at that particular moment, right?
Right.
And what
Hmm.
paparazzi has been teaching us is that we just keep going. We keep building at our pace and don't worry about anybody else's pace. Um, don't look at anything to be holding you back. The only thing all you have to do is decide, commit, and do,
Yes.
right?
And definitely. And once you decide, like, it is, there are going to have to be sacrifices made with that. it,
Absolutely.
it 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 could be having conversation with your spouse, your loved ones, and let them know, like, I'm on a 90-day run right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I need this time to be able to plant these seeds to change our lives. I'm not
Absolutely.
doing it just for me. I'm doing this for us. So this is what I need from you. This is how
Mm-hmm.
you can help me, and just go in.
And the other thing that we kind of learned today is that we want the support of everybody in our lives, but we're not always going to get it. We will
Correct.
have people who will shoot down our dreams, who will shoot down our goals and say, you can't do that, right?
Hmm.
Those people doesn't mean we don't love them, but we need to push them aside. We can't subscribe to what they are thinking. We have to subscribe to the belief that's in ourselves,
Hmm.
and that's really powerful because we rely so much on other people to, go give us the attaboy. I'm sorry, it's making me tear up. Give us that attaboy and, say, hey, you know what, you can do it. But sometimes people, for whatever reason, their own personal traumas don't believe in being able to do things. So if they don't believe that they can do something, they're not going to believe that you're going to do something. And they're going to give you intentionally and unintentionally negativity. But
Hmm.
listening to our trainers today, our corporate staff today, one of the things they said was that, you know what, don't subscribe to that. Okay.
Right.
Don't subscribe to that. You know what, find yourself some new people who you can subscribe, who will subscribe to you being successful at whatever it is you're choosing to be successful at,
Hmm.
to push forward, to go forward. um, I love when Trent told us today that we are champions, and then he broke it down for us.
Right.
And champions, C is for courage, Yeah, you have the courage to go after what you want. H is for hurt. You're gonna go through some pain to
Yes,
get to what you want. Okay, you got to push through the pain. Expect it. Okay, it's not easy, but we got to embrace it, right?
definitely.
A is for attitude. You got to have a great attitude. There are gonna be days when crap does not go your way. Okay, but you got to have a great attitude regardless. That, you know what, this isn't working right this second, but this is not the end.
Absolutely.
Um, M is for motivation. This is going to floor a lot of people, but you're your own motivation. Okay. You get inspiration from other people, but motivation has to come from within yourself. Okay.
Definitely.
P is for perseverance. You got to persevere. You got to keep pushing and going through. I
Don't
is for
stop, get it, get it.
integrity. I for integrity. Um, be the person you know you are. Don't,
Hmm.
don't be true to who you are, period. Okay. Stand by your integrity. O is for optimism. You have to see what nobody else can see. That's being a business owner, being
Hmm.
able to see what nobody else can see and listen to what no, and don't listen to the naysayers. Okay, so
Right.
you have to be optimistic and never give up. Okay, don't listen to the voice in your head, don't listen to the people around you, don't subscribe to the nonsense. I'll tell you right now, I've been going through some things, and it's easy to want to just go give up and just say forget
Hmm.
about it. I haven't, but it's been easy to want to. So I
Yeah.
appreciated Champion today because it really related to me. It really made me feel like, wow, I just need to post this up and remember this as I go through my day for when it's easy and for when it's hard.
Right.
So,
And the thing is, the part that stood out to me is perseverance, and especially never give up, is
mm-hmm,
because those naysayers could sleep next to you at night. And that's when you really have to dig deep and find it within the self motivation
mm-hmm,
within yourself to be confident and stand firm in your purpose against all odds, no matter what. When
absolutely.
I first started this business, it's not my husband supported me, but
Mm-hmm,
he didn't support me
right.
like he does now, because I had to show him. I had to do the internal work. I had to change. I had to make my inside match my outside. I had to show deposits. I had to do work in order to get him to believe what I believe, because I knew that no matter what he believed, I was still going to stand firm in what I wanted and what I needed for myself. So
Yeah.
either he was going to come along for the ride, and he did, or he wasn't. So, but some people you just have to do the work to really show them and stand firm in
Mm-hmm.
it. And some people that's, very hard to do. But with this business, I'm very confident and very secure, and I believe in what it is doing for me in real time in my life.
That's amazing. Yeah. And I love the fact that you said that because sometimes we don't realize that our naysayers are the people who are the closest to us. We
Hmm.
tend to think that our haters are the people outside of us.
No.
And our naysayers may not have any ill intent at times, but
Right.
we have to be able to recognize who they are and be able
Hmm.
to go ahead and find a way to keep pushing forward. One of the things that they talked about was accountability, getting yourself an accountability partner and recognizing that your accountability partner does not necessarily have to be someone who loves you.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Hmm.
It's better to have your accountability partner to be someone outside of your your immediate close circle of family and friends who
Right.
will take you to task, who will hold you accountable for doing or not doing, who will call you out on your ish.
Hmm.
Um, so man, today was amazing. So
It
many great
was.
gems. One of the things that you had mentioned looking in the mirror, and when Trent gave us that visual of really why we are doing this business to
Hmm.
take care of our families and to be able to do better for our future. He
Right.
talked about when you stand in, if you have two mirrors, one in front of you and one behind you, if you stand there and you look in the mirror in front of you, the one behind you, you can see your reflection multiple times behind you or in front of you, whichever way you're looking. You see multiple reflections, right? And when he broke it down, he said, if you really think about what's behind you, okay, those are your ancestors.
Right.
Those are your ancestors. Those are the people who, the blood, the sweat, the tears, everything that it took for you to be able to stand here and sit here where we are right now.
Girl, you gonna get
Those,
me crying again.
I'm a, y'all, everybody who know me know I'm just a waterhead, and I'm okay with that, right? I'm just mad I didn't bring the tissue. But that really was so powerful to me to know that
Right.
if you really stop thinking about it, everybody behind us did something for us to get here. And then when you look in the mirror and you look forward, you're looking towards your legacy,
Yes.
your children, your
Yes.
grandchildren, your great grandchildren, everything that you're doing now is for your legacy. So when you're ready to quit, when you're ready to give up, Lord have mercy. When you're ready to quit, when you're ready to give up,
Stop.
when you're ready to, you can't. That hit me so hard today because
Yeah.
so many times I have been ready to quit and give up. Love my husband. Look what my husband did. Just gave me the whole rope.
Girl, my lash is about to come off.
The
Hold up.
reality is we can't. We can't. We can't.
No.
And I needed that so much today. And EMP is right on time. Everybody's going to get something different out of it, but
Yes,
it's always right on time for what
it
you
is.
need. Whatever that thing is that you need is right on time for that.
Hmm.
Any other great takeaways before we talk about the wonderful jewelry that's coming?
Um, so one of the biggest takeaways for me, well, another big takeaway is when not Jeff, was it Jeff? Yes, Jeff. When he was talking and he was saying, get to versus have to. Um,
Yes.
yes, so the get to versus have to thing for me
Mm-hmm.
was because, in real time, me and Star was talking about it. Like, there's some days I go live, and going live is wonderful and great. But that next part after it is just like, invoicing, packing orders.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, saying I get to do that because when you look at it in that perspective, I'm grateful that I get
Yeah.
to pack orders. I'm grateful that I'm able to provide women with beautiful jewelry to make their shoulders go back and their chin up
Hey.
and feel beautiful about themselves. And I also get to build a legacy for my family with this business. So I'm never going to say I have to do anything
Mm-hmm.
anymore. Like that get to, and that to me, that was so powerful, and I appreciate him so much for saying that.
It's such a mindset shift. Um,
Yes.
I've heard so many times it just takes like a 1 degree shift in your thought process, a 1 degree shift in what you're doing to make a change, and
Yes.
that small little 1 degree shift, have to versus get to. Because when you say you have to do something, there is no joy behind it.
Mm-mm.
When you say I get to, there's excitement and energy behind it. So
Yes.
if we really just stop and just plan our day, what do we get to do today? Okay?
Mm.
Because if you really want to think about it, if we don't wake up, we don't get to do anything.
Yes.
So having an attitude of gratitude for first and foremost getting up, for waking up. From that
Mm.
point, it should be, what do I get to do today? Okay?
Yes.
And I'm not saying that that's going to make every task that you do so much fun. Okay? Because we know it's not.
Yeah.
But if you change the way that you look at it, it'll
Mm-hmm.
change the way that you feel about it. Okay? And the more you get to do because you're here to do it. And there are other people, for whatever reason, don't get to do things,
Yeah.
but we can
And
do these
I'm
things.
right, and I'm going to change my mirror, and because I write things on my mirror, And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write, I get to wake up and contact people to change their lives with this opportunity,
Yeah, we get to
because
do that.
that's what I get to do. Like, I don't have to do it. I get to do it because that's a blessing to be able to speak to somebody and be able to hear their issues and say, "Sis, I got a solution. Like, I have a solution that'll help you."
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy because just yesterday I went to the grocery store and I was talking to this lady, and she was complaining about her job and how she's part time, but she works full time hours, and she doesn't get benefits, and she doesn't, she can't afford health care, this, that, and I gave her my card, and I said,
Mm-hmm.
please call me because I can help you. And I told her a little bit about the business, told her about what I do. I'm
Right.
not sure if she's going to call me, but I'm for certain that I would have done herself and myself a
Did.
injustice
Mm-hmm.
not telling her. I had to tell her that I had an opportunity.
You
I
know why
had to
you did
tell her
that?
that I could help her.
You know why you did that? Trent said it today. We're hope dealers.
Exactly.
We deal hope.
Exactly.
Okay. We provide hope for everyone. 2.5 years, almost 3 years ago, I didn't get to do this. I didn't know anything about it. But now that I know better, I got to do better. So I love to tell people about this opportunity. I love to tell people how, if they take a moment and take a chance on themselves, invest in themselves and the future, how they can make a difference in their life. I'm not telling everyone that you're going to become a millionaire. I'm not telling everybody that it's easy. I'm telling you that if you are looking for more and you're willing to do work, I can show you how to get more.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's not a gotcha. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If you want to make $1 million, you can. You're going to have to
Hmm.
put in $1 million work ethic.
Oh, for sure.
If you want to make $200, you can. You have to put in $200 work ethic.
Hmm.
Who said it? Was it about consistency? You know, we got to be, I think it might have been Star. I'm mixing all kinds of, but you have to be consistent to get consistent money. Okay.
Hmm.
Truth moment. I'm not consistent. I can know how amazing I would be if I were consistent.
Right. Same.
Okay. But I have an opportunity every day to get up, show up, and start all over again.
Exactly. And that's the great thing about this business. Like, and just having this different mindset and perspective to know that every day is a day to start over.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the end. And it doesn't matter your age. Like, I'm old
Hello.
enough to dream. I'm old enough to be able to still build a legacy for my family at this age. It doesn't matter. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it, but you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
It's not just gonna, you're just not gonna wake up a six-figure bling boss. It's not gonna
No,
happen. You got to
but you
put in
can.
work.
But you can, and I'm blessed to be. We are both blessed to be
Hmm.
um, friends with people who are 6 and 7 figure
Absolutely.
earners, right?
Yep.
Who are taking the time to coach and mentor us
Hmm.
on how we need to, what we need to do to be successful in the business. The level of success we attain is based on what we choose to do. But
Right.
I know that being able to see women who look like me do this and seriously make a living from it is inspiring to me to continue to push forward. You know,
Hmm.
I told my team the other day, um, this is my third EMP.
Hmm.
This is my third EMP. My first EMP, it was just me. My second EMP, it was me and three other team members.
Hmm.
This EMP, I think it was like 9 of us. You know, I watched my team grow from 0 to 51 people in 2.5 years. Now, some people might think that's a lot, some people might think that's a little, but I'm working all the time.
Right.
Okay. And it's so incredible to me that I can do this and I can provide that opportunity because I said yes. People will say yes to my yes. That
Yes.
people look to me and can look at me and say, I trust you. I know that I can do this because I've watched you doing it. And
Right.
that's all we want to do. We want to show people how to do this. I'm Whether you want to do this as a full-time gig, whether you want to do this as a part-time to bring in some additional income. And I believe we posted the income disclosure in the
Yeah, they
comments.
do.
Um, we want to show you how this can fit into your life. That's all we want to do.
Definitely.
You'll get everything that you get out of it is everything that you put into it. So if
Hmm.
you're ready to, as simple, I think it's Shawnee, who she has her bills up on the wall, and she knows exactly how many pieces of jewelry she has to sell to pay each and every bill. So if you just want to pay your light bill, if you want to pay your cell phone bill, if you want to pay your rent, if you want to pay your mortgage, if you just want to put money away for vacation, if you want to put money away for school, this is an avenue that will allow you to do that at your pace.
Hmm.
Okay. And what I love about this is that, especially for parents who already, whether you're working out the home or because of COVID, you're working in the home, you have kids and things like that. You don't have to take time away from your family, quality time away from your family, traveling back and forth between jobs, because you can do this from a chair in your house. Okay.
Absolutely. And
We don't
it
have big
also gives
fancy
you,
studios.
right. And it also gives you options
Mm-hmm.
because, having me being a parent with a child who's in virtual school, um, I'm an essential worker and I still go to work.
Mm-hmm.
But for those parents who aren't, in a position to have a second income in the house to be able to help out, and you don't feel comfortable with your kids going back to school. You don't want to just push them out the door because you need the money. You're able to make a decision that you're still going to keep your kids at home, keep them
Mm-hmm.
safe, still keep them learning, and still being able to maintain your lifestyle. And that's what's important. It gives other options.
Yeah, that's the key.
Hmm.
Options are everything in life, and the more options we have available to us, the more choices that we can make in this lifetime.
Exactly.
But let's talk jewelry.
Honey.
Can we talk about some of the pieces that, first of all, that we secured today and that are coming down the pipe? Um, Paparazzi
Mm.
every year, spring and fall, we get to see the preview of the collections. Um, it's based on the Pantones that come out every year. Okay.
Yes.
But I've been doing this for 2.5 years, almost 3 years now. And
Hmm.
I can honestly say, and I know that paparazzi is 10 years old, right? So there are people
Right.
who've seen paparazzi jewelry from day one to year 10. Okay. So I came in on year 6.5. Okay.
Right.
And the way that the jewelry has gotten even more beautiful and bold and quality, everything about it over the last 2.5 to 3 years for me, it's
Hmm.
incredible. Okay. Just like I can see growth in me, I see growth in what they're doing with the jewelry. Okay.
Absolutely.
Lead free jewelry, nickel free jewelry. So anybody who has any type of aversion to lead or nickel, it's not in there. So it gives you an option to be able to wear beautiful costume jewelry and not feel like you're going to break out. And you can attest to that. Okay.
Oh, yes,
Lead and
definitely.
nickel free. The jewelry is $5. So all of our necklaces that are not unisex come with a complimentary pair of earrings. We have a couture line. You and I are both rocking that out. I don't know if they can see it based on how we're doing. We got a couture line. These are $25 pieces. Comes with complimentary earrings also. Okay. We also have this cute, cute, cute little starlet shimmer line for our little divas
Yes, Adidas in training.
in training. We have a little bit of something for everybody, and that's the key. Okay. If you like dainty, we got dainty. If you like bold, we got bold. We got large hoops. We
Yes,
got small hoops. Hoops. We have minimal looks. We have, if you like crackle stone. Okay. If you're in
we
more of a
got it.
Santa Fe vibe, if you're very edgy, we got that also.
Yes,
We
if
have a
you like
little bit.
handmade.
Okay. It, we have customers who are a little bit older who may not want all of that, but we have our blockbusters that tend to fit them so very well.
Yep.
Okay. It is beautiful jewelry that will fit just about everyone and
Hmm.
everyone's lifestyle.
Hmm.
So, if you could think of it? I know it's probably going to be hard, but what would you say maybe one or two of your favorite pieces were today? I wish we could show you guys. We'll post pictures later, but we can't show them here
Yeah.
at this time.
So for me, I like very different and unique jewelry.
Uh huh.
Um, so that it's the word, it's the opacity of, of it all.
Jackie, you're frozen. What happened? It's because she said the word opacity. Jackie, can you hear me? The wicker. Okay, I'm gonna close it out, and hopefully you can come back in. So, Jackie, if you can send me a request. Let me tell you, guys, the jewelry today was ridiculous. We have some amazing, amazing, amazing pieces that will be coming out in the spring that you will definitely want to get your hands on. Uh, Trying to find Jackie. She's still there. You go. We have some great pieces. I know one of my favorite pieces. Girl, don't say the word again. Don't say
I
that word
know,
again.
right? It cut me off. So so I like the clear set. I like that one.
That was so hot.
It was.
That was
And
so hot.
girl, that
And you know why I like that? First of all, it was just beautiful. It's a different.
yes.
The shape was different. The
Hmm.
style was different. Something with that we haven't seen from paparazzi before in that particular style. Um, but you can wear it with anything,
Anything.
anything. Okay,
Like the
anything.
design team, listen, they took a trip to outer space, yo. Like I don't even know. Like, how do you come? Like, do you just wake up and be like, boom, I got an idea, and then drop like it's ridiculous,
Listen, I
ridiculous.
I like the bold pieces also. I think true to heart, I'm a Fifth Avenue type of girl. That iridescent necklace almost had me laid out on the floor because it's still kind of dainty and cute,
It's
but
beautiful.
it oh child, I need that in my life so
Hmm.
badly. Um, we have some exclusives, the EMP exclusives. I love when those come out. But that bracelet was to die for. The bracelet was to die for.
The earrings, the
The
big ones,
earrings, it was all to die for.
all of it, and what I love about paparazzi is some people come here and say, "Well, I'm not a stylist. I'm not this. I'm not that." But with paparazzi, they show you outfits. They show you. I love how they show you outfits
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
show you how to piece the jewelry
Mm-hmm.
together so that you can just go out and you can create your own looks to, either mimic, and then you can grow from that. So
Yeah.
yeah, so the more, because for me, being here, my style has, like, I always had style, but my style has evolved since I've been here. Like, I'm more daring and
Mm-hmm.
willing to take risks with outfits or clothes, something that I might have looked at and been like, oh, I wouldn't wear that. When I say those words, I
Mm-hmm.
buy it and
The,
put it on.
this business, if you embrace this business, it will grow you. Okay,
Yes.
it will grow you. I can look back to when I started doing this and see the growth in me as a business person, the growth in me
Hmm.
as an individual, the growth in my style. Okay,
Right.
I can see so much growth from 2018 to 2021. If you allow this business to grow you, you would be amazed at who you are when all is said and done. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, you become more daring. Green hair, pink hair, blue hair, red hair. Okay, I haven't gotten the blonde yet, but I'm gonna get there. You know, wouldn't have done that 5 years ago.
Hmm.
Okay, you might have got a little red, but I embrace it all now. Okay, big hair, little hair, all kinds of hair,
Makeup.
clothing.
Listen, I
I wasn't wearing nothing 3 years
nothing.
ago.
Nothing. And
Nothing.
there's certain color lipsticks I felt like, because I have deeper melanin, because my
Mm-hmm.
melanin is popping.
It is popping.
I have deeper melanin. I wouldn't wear it, but I can always mix different things and play around in makeup, because it's not just about jewelry. It's about makeup. It's about jewelry. It's about clothes. It's about your whole attitude. Because
Yes.
in order for you to sell this jewelry, like, you become a different person. I don't consider
Yes.
myself a regular person anymore. Like, I'm not regular. Like, I'm a business owner and I'm a style consultant. I'm
Yes.
not a regular person. I'm not.
And
Like,
that's okay.
it's okay. It's okay. Like, I was into fashion, but not the way that I am now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely into fashion. It's just so crazy that people are noticing that, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll actually text me pictures of an outfit. Like, do you think this goes together? Do you think I could wear
Or
this?
what can you put with this?
What can you
They
put
send
with
you an
this?
outfit and they say, okay, what jewelry can you give me for this? And
Yes.
that really makes you feel good, because then you recognize that people recognize that you're serious about what you do, that you
Oh,
are a style
absolutely.
consultant. Okay, because they're not going, they're not sending it to Joe Schmo. They're sending it to you because based on how you have been showing up for your business, based on how you style yourself, based on what suggestions you make when you go live or in your post, they can recognize that, you know what? If I Let me ask Jackie, let me ask Scholar,
Hmm.
let me find, and that's what they do. And yes, we didn't start out doing that. Okay.
Nope.
That comes with the time. That comes with time, but that
Yep.
comes with the confidence that this business has allowed us to grow within ourselves.
Hmm.
And I would say to anybody who has been thinking about whether they should do this or whether they shouldn't do this, or I love when you say, I'm not a salesperson, I can't do what you do. First and foremost, you are never going to be able to do what I do. You are never going to be able to do what Jackie do. All you have to be able to do is what you do,
Exactly.
and be open to growth, be open to learning. Okay,
Hmm.
you have to be hungry, you have to be coachable, you have to be willing. When you become part of Paparazzi, when you become part of our team, Star Quality, you get people who support you. One of the
Absolutely.
things I love about the business is that it says we are independent consultants, and that's really important to me because I know that what I do is what I do. I know what Jackie does is what she does. I run my business one way, you run your business another way. We stay within the guidelines of the company to make sure that the company's name is always in good standing. If the company's name is in good standing, we're in good standing with our
Hmm.
customers. Okay.
Hmm.
But when I need help, I can pick up the phone and say, hey, this is my situation. This is what I've done. This is I'm struggling with. This is what I'm thinking. And I can get the
Right.
input of my sisters. I know that on Tuesdays at 7:30, we have training for our teams.
Yes.
I know that um, We have morning motivation with Star. That's another form of training and information. I know that we have guest trainers. I know that as leaders within Star Quality, any of us can show up at any time and train. I know that people look to us for mentorship. I know that we give as much as we can to make sure that everyone is good for the greater good and
Yeah,
still run our businesses. I love what Paparazzi is doing for us. And
I
I
do.
want people to understand is that we all started brand spanking new.
Hmm.
Some of us knew about this business, some of us did not. I had no
Right.
clue. Okay.
I didn't either.
All right. 3.5 years later, here I am, happy and positive about it.
Hmm.
This is life changing for people. I want people to get out of their own way and take a chance on themselves. What is the
Absolutely.
worst thing that you could what could happen? That you
Hmm.
said, I'm gonna bet on me? That's the worst thing that
Hmm.
could happen.
Right.
Go
And
ahead.
it's so crazy because like I was having a conversation with Star earlier today. We were talking about just as something as simple as a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
When new cell phones came out, I was on it. Like I watched the press release. I knew when they were coming out. Like I just because I enjoyed just being there playing with the phone, stuff like that. This phone that I've had it for probably about 2 or 3 years now. And even though I'm in the business and I could upgrade and have them like it's just not important because I need to invest in myself. I
Mm-hmm.
need to invest in training to be able to become a better business owner. I need to invest in, clothes and makeup and all of that in order to be able to put outfits together to sell the jewelry, like branding myself. And that's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a phone, like if it breaks, then I'll replace it. But right now, that's not what I'm doing. Once I build my legacy, when I get to the extremes and reach the goals that I'm trying to reach, then I'll do it.
Right.
But until then, what's important to me is being able to build my business because that's exactly what this is. It's an actual and true business. It's not to me,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a side hustle. It's not something I'm just doing for the moment. This is
Mm-hmm.
something that is important to me. This is something that I take time and go through team pages and hit the search bar and look for things that I need to learn in order to run my business because it's all there. There are people before us that went through, they walked the road
Mm-hmm.
and they're opening up the gates for us to come through.
Listen,
They know what they're doing.
can you
So,
tell? I need you to tell everyone, okay,
hmm,
how this business will grow you outside of simply selling jewelry. Okay,
oh,
the business will grow you you'll grow in as a business person. Okay, but I want
hmm,
people to understand there's so many other aspects to growth that you'll get there. You are the graphics queen. Okay, all hail. You are the graphics queen. Okay, before paparazzi, were you the graphics queen?
no,
Okay,
that was totally an accident.
I was tough, but you took the time because it
Hmm.
was required for you to, well, not that it was required, but you recognize that it was helpful to your marketing and branding of your business.
Hmm.
You learned how to create graphics.
I did, yes,
You
and
learned how to create graphics.
it was just simply just downloading the app that I liked or I thought that was gonna be good,
Mm-hmm.
and just going in it every day, I would get ideas in my head. Like I would literally wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and make a graphic. Like I kid you not, that's how it happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because when the feeling moves you or you see something, like we'll think of themes, and I sit there and
Yeah.
I play with the backgrounds and play with colors and play, and that is something that I did not have at all. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person that being in the military, you move a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I would never decorate my house. Number one, I would not decorate my house because I knew I wasn't going to stay there long.
Right.
And number two, I did not decorate my house because I did not know how. But now that I'm in paparazzi, like learning what a Pantone is, learning what color blocking is,
Yes.
learning what colors, different colors go with that, what you can put with animal prints, what you can do with that. It's grown me in my business and it's grown me in my life. Like my house is decorated. And that all happened within the last year. And I've lived here for 10 years.
Go
I
figure,
kid you
girl.
not. Listen, that is the straight up honest truth. Like, I'm
But
not
that's the
lying.
growth. That's the growth.
Yes.
It's not just about the jewelry.
Hmm.
It's an inside job. It's an inside job, and we have to really appreciate that. That's why we're so passionate about. That's why we're so passionate about what we do. I was about to say again that we are hope dealers, and who do I see? The major hope dealer, right? So again, we
Yes.
are hope
We
dealers,
are hope dealers.
and
The
and
hope dealer himself.
listen, I don't know where I would be right now had I not taken the chance. And what all we want to say to people is take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on your
Yes.
family. Take a chance on your future. Okay.
Mhm.
Explore what this can do for you. Okay. Whoever invited you to watch this video, reach out to them. Have a conversation with them and talk to them about how paparazzi can change your life. Okay.
Absolutely.
Um, we want to see you on the pink side. We'd love to see you
Definitely.
on the pink side. We definitely want to see you star quality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
Side by
you
side.
side by side, and what I want to tell you is that you will not come here and just be dropped off
No.
and pick back up when it's over. Like that's not what we do.
No.
When we're here, there's an onboarding process.
Mm-hmm.
We have training every Tuesday. We have people available to answer questions. There
Mm-hmm.
is a community of men and women that you can connect with virtually and meet and reach out to because we're all here for the same thing.
And we
Like,
teach you how to be independent. Okay.
yes,
We teach you
yes,
how to be independent. And that's the key because at the end of the day, it's about it's about running a business. Okay. This is a
hmm,
business. It's not a plaything. It's a business.
it's a
Okay.
business.
It's a business that can transform your life in ways that you don't even imagine. But the first thing you have to do is you have to come in here and be open to it. Okay.
Yep,
The first thing you have to do is take a chance. Okay.
yes.
Hit sign up, get your kit, get your meet with your sponsor and get started. Okay.
And you have to be
Be
willing to
committed.
work.
Be willing. As decide, commit, then
And
let's
do.
do the work.
Yes.
You will if you do the work, if you're open, you're receptive to coaching, if you're open and receptive to feedback, if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and put in the work that's required, okay, if you're willing to give of yourself to others, because it's not just about the money, it's about what you give back
Hmm.
to your team, to your family, to your community. Okay,
Yes.
if you're willing to give back, you'd be amazed at how you get back tenfold.
And and it's so crazy is since I started paparazzi, I will sell $50 worth of jewelry and I break it down into fives and ones and I
Mm-hmm.
keep it in my car. So when I'm driving, if I see somebody asking, I give them some of that money that's in my
That
car.
is so cool,
And
Jackie.
I've been doing that probably since about my 6 months in
That is so
because
cool.
because I can. Because I
Because
can.
I can.
Because I can.
Well, we're not going to keep you guys much longer. We just wanted to come in and talk about this amazing day that we had. We had our very first virtual Empower Me Pink. It was great. Nothing like
It
being in
was.
person. So EMP 2022 in person. Fingers crossed. If anybody has any questions, feel free to drop a question in there. We're happy to answer any questions. We're just so in love with what we do that we want to share it with you. Okay.
Hmm.
And again, I'll just tell you, we're not telling you that it's all roses and la 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 and all that stuff. It's life. it does this. It does all of this all the time. Sometimes it's
Listen, it
way up.
doesn't matter
Sometimes
what
it's
it
down.
is. It's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth
But
every
we're we're
blood,
willing to
sweat,
put in the
tears,
work.
all of it. It's
Yeah.
worth it.
We're willing to put in the work behind it. I'm so happy. I'm so proud that one of my customers who I met 2 years ago at a vending event, who became a customer shopping with me, who then became um, decided to become a business partner with me last night. I'm so
Mhm.
excited about that.
So,
We do have
Kwan,
a question.
what motivates you every day? So, for myself personally, what motivates me every day is my purpose to create a legacy for my family, wanting to buy a house, and wanting to help people. Because it's not just about me, it's about taking the things that I've learned and taking, and becoming a resource for people who are going through the same thing that I was going through when I first got here. So that's what motivates me every day to
Hmm.
do the things that I do and to be better.
Gwendolyn, that is a great question, and I want to thank you for asking that. That can change either day to day, month to month, year to year. Currently, for me, it's about proving to myself that I can.
Come on, come on, oh, get it together, oh, you got this. You
Contrary to
can,
what
you
people
can,
may
and you
think
will.
at times, I have a lot of self doubt. So, right now, it's about proving to myself that I can and I will. So, that's what my current motivation is, that I'm good enough. Um, that's just an inside thing.
Yeah, it
In my
is because you're
head,
amazing.
thank you.
You're
In my head,
amazing.
I know it in my head. It's internal. It's just self-esteem sometimes. And that's
Yeah.
something that's just I've been dealing with my entire life. So that's my
Okay,
current
stop
thing right
crying. You're
now.
making me
All
cry.
right.
Stop
All right. All right. Any other questions?
it.
But you know what? I don't have a problem crying. I don't have a problem sharing because I know that there's somebody else out there who feels the same exact way.
Oh
And I
yeah,
want them to know and understand that it's okay.
yeah.
Be you. What will you say to yourself if you become afraid to do something? I love you too. um, I'm always afraid to do something. Um, Sometimes I have to say to myself, is it really that scary? Or
Mhm.
am I afraid of the thought of the thing or actually doing the thing? And 9 times out of 10, it's the thought of it or the thought of
Yeah.
doing it. True. Tonight, I have no problems going live. I sat and thought about going live for like 3 hours before I decided to go live. And honestly speaking, Jackie said, we should go live. But it was just the whole thought process. Sometimes you just like get in your head and you need to get
Mhm.
out of your head. So thank you for saying, let's just go live. I mean, I would have gotten there eventually, but you know, sometimes it's just the fear of doing something. So when you're
Yeah.
afraid to do something, just say to yourself, I got this. Or ask yourself, am I really afraid of doing it or am I afraid of the thought of doing it? And I tell
Right.
you, 9 times out of 10, it's the thought of doing it. Because once you've done it, you'd be like, what was I afraid of? Let me tell you, let me give you a quick story. A couple years ago, we went on our 5th wedding anniversary.
Mhm.
And I don't know why I decided that I was going to try escargot.
It's good though.
Listen, I'm such a picky eater, okay? Such a picky eater, right? But I said I'm going to try it. But I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared. And then after I ate it, I was like, well, what was I afraid of? Now, I'm not going to eat escargot every night. Haven't
No.
had it since, okay?
Mhm.
But the whole fear of eating it was worse than eating it. And that's
Yeah,
my
it
point.
was.
You say to yourself, the whole fear of doing something, the whole fear of going live is worse than going live. When you go
Right.
live, you're like,
Right.
what was I worried about?
Right.
We have other questions. Oh, did you want to answer that? I'm sorry. Or did you answer that? I can't remember.
Um, no, I mean, for me, if I'm afraid to do something, then I just gotta and just do it, because because something star always sticks in my mind. The opposite of procrastination is
Is
doing
do
now,
it now.
and
Listen,
so I always think about that.
I don't know. It was Jay who asked that question. Jay, when you're afraid to do something, just call me. I'll make sure you do it.
How do you overcome the criticism and negativity of someone who thought would support you? Um,
Another good question.
you keep working. You
Show them.
keep work. Yeah, you keep working and you show
Hmm.
them. Sometimes the words don't need to be said. You just have
Absolutely.
to you do your act. Get out there, go live, sell your jewelry, make your money, change your life, do your work internally, outside. Show them the change. Be more positive. All of that. You just do the work.
Hmm.
That's it.
Don't subscribe. Do not
That's
subscribe.
it. That's
Do
it.
not subscribe to it. Because the minute you let them get in your head, don't rent that space out to anybody.
Nope.
And if for some reason you recognize that you're in your head, let me tell you something. I be in this house talking to myself, okay? Having full on conversations with myself, telling myself, nope, this is not going to happen. I'm not doing that, whatever, because I need to physically say it to stop doing it. Like there are times when
Mm-hmm.
I might be getting down on myself, like, nope, we're not doing that today. We are not doing that today. We are better than that. Do not subscribe, okay? And the best way, Jackson, show them, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
some people, they people don't want to hear this. People want to see facts. And if you
Oh yeah.
show them, okay, it's up to them to pay attention or not pay attention, okay? But they can't
Exactly.
deny what's in front of them. They can
Exactly.
say but they can see, okay?
And not everybody shares your mindset. When you come
So
on
true.
this side, you have a different mindset. You look
And
at
you have
things,
people who
yeah.
have the same mindset also. Yes,
Hmm.
you are so
Listen,
true, Jackie.
right before I came here, my circle was a dot. You laughing, but it's the truth. My
That
circle
girl,
was a
it hit
dot.
me. That hit
My
me.
circle was a dot. Honey, I didn't have a circle. It was just me. And now
Look at
I
how it's
have
expanded.
it expanded. Look at that. In only a year. Ridiculous, right? But that's this journey.
I
That's
need
this
that
business.
T-shirt, man. My circle was a
It
dot.
was a dot.
Any other questions before we wrap this up? We love you guys. We appreciate everyone that is on here tonight. If you have not already shared this, share this with your family and friends. Hashtag Force EMP 2021. We love you. We appreciate you. And we just thank you for listening. We just wanted to share what a phenomenal day this was for us.
Yes.
We are excited for EMP 2022. We know that's going to be live and in living color. We're going to partay. Um,
Party.
join us on this journey. Our next big thing, training, is going to be convention. Hasn't
Convention.
been announced, but I don't think
Right.
paparazzi will disappoint me.
They won't. I
Okay,
don't think so.
but I want to be able to sit down and have a debriefing, a conversation with all of our new business partners
Yeah.
after the next convention.
Yeah.
We can do this and we can bring everybody on and we can just talk about it. So we want to see you with us next year.
Yeah.
Okay. This year. I'm sorry. What am I talking about next year? We want to
This
see you
year.
with us this year. Okay. Okay. If you are interested in learning more about paparazzi, please reach out to the person who shared this with you. If you are a friend of Jackie, please reach out to Jackie. If you're a friend of mine, please reach out to me. Jackie, give them your website um, and how they
My,
can shop with you and join your team.
my website is GinaBugsBlingBoutique.com, and that's how you can shop with me and join my team. Inbox me if you want to talk more about this opportunity. I'm ready, willing, and available.
That goes for me too, but you're gonna find me at JMJ. Shut up, Jackie. At jmjjewelrycollection.com. Okay. I am your jewelry superhero. I provide you guys with fabulous $5 accessories for work, play, or slay. And you can inbox me. You can go there to buy the amazing jewelry. We just put some on there today, so go to New Arrivals. And you can join my team simply by hitting the link that says Join My Team. We want to have this conversation with you all soon. We love
Hashtag,
everyone
oh
here.
wow.
Oh, wow, is coming back.
Oh wow.
Oh, I will be back in March. I promise you all that. This just sparked me and inspired me to get back to Oh Wow right now.
Yes.
We are a part of a phenomenal team. We are stars. Shout out to my team, Team Success by Design. We know that success is never accidental, it is always intentional. I am so proud of my team, and I look forward to and
Everybody.
you on my team.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody. Have a great one.